Have you ever tried to save someone just to realize that they didn't want saving? Have you ever risked everything you had for someone who laughed at your efforts at the end? This is the story of a boatman, the man who tried to save everyone. Once, there was a boatman in a small riverside village. He was quiet, simple, and unnoticed by most. But everyone knew him in the whispers of the village, the man who braves the river when it rises. The river ran wide and restless, curling through the village like a living creature. It seemed calm, almost gentle, but the boatman knew its secret. It was patient and it was hungry. Every monsoon, he would prepare his boat, tie his nets, check the ropes, polish the oars. Then he would walk through the mud streets, barefoot, knocking on every door. "The river will rise this year," he warned. "Move your grain, tie your animals, prepare." Some villagers nodded politely. Some ignored him. Some laughed. He said nothing. He knew words alone could not save anyone. Only action could. The rain began like a soft warning. Slowly, gently, it tapped on the rooftops. But by midnight, it fell in sheets, pounding the earth, swelling the river. The water rose faster than anyone expected. It devoured fences, washed away crops, and trapped animals. A scream cut through the storm. Without a second thought, the boatman untied his boat, rowed straight into the dark, roaring water. Lightning split the sky. Rain lashed at his face. There, clinging to a floating crate, was an old farmer. "I thought it wouldn't reach this far," the farmer cried. The boatman said nothing. He pulled the man into the boat, rowed back, saved him. The next morning, the villagers called him a hero. But he didn't smile. He knew they would forget. The next monsoon came. The river returned. Relentless as ever, the boatman noticed young men laughing by the water, drinking, mocking the warnings. "The river is scared of us," they shouted, tossing stones into the waves. Hours later, their laughter vanished. The river claimed their makeshift docks, their livestock, their courage. The boatman rowed through broken fences and rushing water. He pulled them from the river, one by one, shivering, coughing, terrified. And yet, as they stepped onto dry land, they laughed. "Next time, old man, you won't save us." The boatman didn't answer. Why? He simply turned his boat, ready for the next call. Then came the night that changed everything. A man, known for ignoring all warnings, deliberately untied his own house from its anchor. "You worry too much," he shouted at the boatman. "The river isn't strong enough to take me." The boatman watched as the house drifted. He rowed harder than ever before. The river slapped at his boat. Rain cut his face. Waves tried to tip him over. He reached the man, pulled him into the boat, fought the river for hours, muscles burning, lungs gasping. By dawn, both were on the shore. The man laughed. "See? I survived. The river is nothing." The boatman stared at him, the exhaustion of years and storms heavy in his bones. He realized the truth. Some people don't fall into the river, they walk into it. After that night, he began noticing patterns he had ignored for years. There were villagers who mocked warnings, villagers who risked their lives again and again, villagers who treated the river like a game, no matter how many times he saved them. They returned to the same chaos. He tried to speak to them. "Learn from your mistakes. You can survive." "Well, but only if you listen." They laughed. Some shouted insults. Some ignored him completely. And slowly, painfully, he understood. You cannot save someone who loves the storm more than life. The next flood arrived. The river roared. The boatman waited. This time, he did not row toward every scream. He waited for the cries of those truly desperate, those who called for help, not those challenging the waves. He saved a mother clutching her child. He rescued a teacher trapped in a crumbling school. He pulled a fisherman clinging to his shattered boat. And when he passed the men who mocked the river, He let them face the water themselves. The villagers were shocked. "Why didn't you save them?" they asked. He smiled quietly, exhausted but at peace. "Some people don't want saving," he said. "They need to learn on their own." The boatman still rows when the river rises, still risks his life for those who need him, but he no longer chases those who refuse to change, because a hero who saves everyone becomes a victim of the very people he tries to protect. The river does not discriminate. It only claims those who do not respect it. And some people do not respect themselves. You cannot rescue someone who is in love with the chaos that's killing them. And if you want more life-changing moral lessons told through emotional, cinematic stories, make sure to subscribe. Hopeful Life Stories. If this story moved you, leave a comment.